I want to share with you the Hobby Manifesto that has inspired and guided me for the last 5 years. A number of years ago, I collected a ton of model railroading books from my local library, and I was scanning all the pertinent articles to the tabletop gaming terrain hobby that I could find and putting them in one giant PDF. Sadly, that PDF is completely gone. I have no idea where it is. I've checked 3 or 4 times. It got lost in a shuffle moving from computer to computer. But I had a hard copy that I had printed out of what I found to be the most well-written just philosophy on this hobby that we love. And I renamed it my Hobby Manifesto. I'd love to give credit. I have no idea where it was from. If I ever come across it, I absolutely will. But I wanted to read this to you and see if this sparks any inspiration or encouragement to you. So without further ado, what I call the Hobby Manifesto. Unfortunately, you probably cannot devote your full time to your hobby. Unless you are rich, you are also limited in the money you can spend. Because you are human, your wishes will always be greater than your resources. How can you scope what you try to do to the actual time and money you have available? If you do not suit your wishes to your capabilities, then this will be a constant frustration. Because a lack of resources, of time, money, you also probably lack the skills necessary to create the perfection you seek in your projects. Skills can be learned, of course, and practice will make you better, but you might not be an artist or fine craftsman. At least, not in all the many talents needed for this hobby. You can probably realistically expect to really master any but a few skills. If you are not careful, this can also be a frustration. Frustration is the last thing you need in your hobby. There is enough of that in the real world. This hobby is supposed to help you relax and bring pleasure. And now it has a list. It says, my hobby, frustration or pleasure? The negative approach, I don't have enough time. I can't afford the money. I don't know how to do things. I am too clumsy. My results aren't good enough. And now the positive approach. My hobby is for my relaxation. It is my temporary refuge from the world. I will do the best I can with what time I have, money I can afford, knowledge I possess, and skills I have acquired. And finally, I will share the joy of my hobby with others. And truly, that's one of the reasons I've stuck with this channel, as sporadically as it may have been, is this gnawing word of I'm going to share my love of this hobby with others. So I'm going to put a link in the description. You can download a copy of this if you'd like to read it, hang it up somewhere like I have myself. And tell me in the comments, what are some of the guiding principles you have for this hobby?